it stop. You ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now I was just at Fridays, was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just underscoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm telling my vision. You young, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to attack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. But soon they be feeding me grapes. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them with down. I'm in LA, right around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits.
Well, maybe that's what I need.
Dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now.
Okie dokie.
console. No, I don't swim.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got Pat Surtain, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the rookie third-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown pass.
So, 400 yards.
In the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They start the drive with Cook. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now on his. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, overstate how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
A little too easy.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right.
What is going on with you? Okay, it's better. Yeah, you suck, Ziggy.
Play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down.
I don't have anybody on
get
this team
things going,
from the
and see how
actual
things settle
Raiders
in.
team.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second
I went and
down.
did a fantasy draft. I didn't draft anybody over the age of 25.
Here's Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
5 sacks. Steelers. Not with Kenny Pickett.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not with Kenny Pickett.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 39, Fields finds his tight end Ingram. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5.
One goal, under 200.
And it'll be second down. Fields now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Quiddy Pay. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
No, this
he'll
is
let
wow.
one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Easy.
T. Higgins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Easy.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Can't really be that surprised. I'm playing on fucking rookie difficulty.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Fields. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well outfield across the 45. And A nice gain of 21 yards.
It's in a blitz.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields.
Oh.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hooked just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Fucking rolled him last time.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come on.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
He gave up the big play for a pick 6.
He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0.
Rebuild.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Gotta run, try to kill clock, aren't you?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Oh.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Ritter on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jamison Williams. Touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. On 1st down, Fields slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Andy's hurt. Who's the back?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves.
Oh, shit.
I think it's their team.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Will somebody hit him?
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action.
Oh my God. 240.
Quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line. Because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
He'll take it at the 42. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
Safety comes up.
First down, here's Ritter. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Suck it.
T. Higgins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Put it on. I got to get 400 yards.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window.
The time is gone.
I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for,
James.
something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Fields. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 40 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Shit, I might miss out on both my
Welcome
goals.
back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1.
One more sack.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw going to be caught by Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Fields throwing again. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah,
so it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Come on.
Fields on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Fields. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain well behind. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the... Like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And coming out now, the Broncos. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like, what feels good to you and what feels good to your team? You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
3rd and 2, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That's taken on the 25. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.
Jump into the crowd. Oh, I think I got all my goals. I think I got my goals.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Yes.
This ain't rap music, this
There we
straight
go.
literature. Small-minded,
Barely.
ideas
My
miniature.
God.
They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years career minimum. Call hit boy for beats,
whatever.
ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the
He won't be here next year. Doesn't matter.
Let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, check out 9. Go and shut the up. Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing
Superstar.
up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone.
French boost.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know my way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap digits. The hood know you, so we don't buy or believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that float back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that float back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cat mine. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew wounds since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way and man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that?
Speaking about cold opponent. Struggling, but sometimes any fear that this is a trap game. Smug.
Harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it,
I haven't seen much for us to be worried about. Love it.
I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind and no matter what.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win.
Style play will give him the most trouble.
They say success is the best revenge.
Unrelenting pressure.
This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score.
Oh yeah.
Jump in the Porsche, follow the core and back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I'm done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Had it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon falls. She'll prosper, R&B, over my vibes. The play got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the eyes of applying pressure. Somebody stop us.
Sounds good to me.
Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my guys, so go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend.
Upgrade him.
They say success is the best revenge. I just came
Protect.
for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Don't tell a
Oh, he got 2 points. Look at him. Look at him.
So now they on my body, made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons on the body. Tell me what they know about me. I just
He
came
got
back
2
for
points.
the win. Lot of new money
Follow.
in my head. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Back up so get got 2 points. No. All scheme bits.
Success is the best revenge.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions. I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shepherd. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The street start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class. Seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. Allegiant my soul forever. I murder my adolescence. Assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the strangest things. I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk a much living legends. Coach Contra will live forever.
Our boy.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip some
Robert Gallery. And he's a star. Huh. Know that. Mapona. I haven't funded once all season. How do you get an upgrade?
That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell. Get done. Keep it blunt enough. You can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their help.
Han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todos tus raperos favoritos paniqueados. Ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso, we you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, everybody funny do it now.
We got this.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll keep our eye on AJ Terrell.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield.
Suck
the 30.
it.
10, 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
So what all the way? 15 first downs, 400 yards of offense, 14 points or less, force 3 turnovers, win and get 2 sacks. Okay. I'm not going to get the first downs.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
I guess I could turn.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Throwing now is Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by the rookie 3rd rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 in Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Room here to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. James Cook, 47 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Amazing blocking.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Fuck with me, boys.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They begin with Henry. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Brady. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Down.
Seal these blocks, boys. Seal these blocks.
Now Cook running right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Ritter to throw it.
There it is.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there. And let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for him, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game. We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
After the sack on 1st down, Ritter. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
Yeah, that's right,
this
Tom
possession is an empty one.
That's right, Tom Brady.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Uh-oh.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Gets around him. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. James Cook. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Yeah,
after the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Ritter on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, here's Ritter. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Dever who gets it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Brady. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, Barney, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ritter in this offense. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible and throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ritter. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
No, it's the play I wanted.
Ritter now. He's going to try and go deep again. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 121 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Matabike. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Ritter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
If, partner, you don't make it this far into the season without a loss unless you get contributions from both sides of the ball. And
I'm going to win. I got to get one more sack. And 2 turnovers.
Your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Screw it. I gotta go pee. We'll be right back with this normally scheduled ass whooping.
Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Throw knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Come on.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, here's Ritter. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Dodges him at the 50. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and score.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Las Vegas, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA.
Horrible game. Horrible. Couldn't get no turnovers. I got one of my scenarios. Couldn't get no. Nobody deserves to be upgraded. That's played like shit.
Kill the king, or you still wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style. They be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm a brother, keep it down. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Who's it on my cardio? I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tearing out. For you judge me, need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear shit at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making them cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Yep.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad, well, I getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be. Don't got no whip and rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. Oh, you we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This one on my now, stop trying to look.
They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they texting calls. Run me, they making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like put a stack in it. I'm bad at Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing on me. Pap. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own.
Strike against the Chargers.
Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy.
It won't let me fire Josh McDaniels. I want to, but it won't let me.
Nothing's for certain. With this I know, life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong. Don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity. Don't play with my name, you come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd just screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Getting first downs through offense, 20 or less points, streak, 350 yards passing.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping
I'm
all
gonna
night?
play this game a
It's
little
a
bit
bad-
differently. Oh, that's a beautiful stadium.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll keep our eye on AJ Terrell.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
First time I've looked outside the wall. It's been fucking snowing here. Some snow on the ground.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the
5 in a
best
row,
football
huh?
that they've played in a long time.
Yeah, we got snow. There's about an inch of snow outside. I knew it was supposed to snow at some point this weekend, but whatever. It's not like I'm
The
going to the
calendar
house
has turned to
tomorrow.
December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Locks.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Suck it.
He's past the 30.
Ah.
He will score. Touchdown.
Celebrate with your team, son. Celebrate with your team.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he
We
can do.
ain't seen anything but
Others
40 in
have
about a
egos that
week.
their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I
Hopefully
wouldn't
it
challenge
changes
him at
because
all.
our kids
Do
start spring
everything
break
possible to keep it away.
Friday.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game Return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way.
Just got to beat them. Okay.
Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one too low. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too hard and trying to play a perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. I think that's more of the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some. Hurts fumbles it. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Seal them blocks, boys.
Now again running right, it's Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out, I mean, they are on pace for over points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by McPherson,
cut that in there.
And that makes the score 21-10. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we see James. He will now return it and bring it out to the 25. The LA offense ready for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Harris starts the drive on the ground. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 64 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Flex on him.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
See ya.
And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13 yards passing. I hate to see it.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Yes, it is.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hurts. And that's incomplete.
Well, some of what we've seen so far. I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they're totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And taken right at the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, be quiet on this play action.
Ritter off the play fake. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas. And he'll take it into the end zone for Isaiah Spiller.
Get them big boy linemen up there.
Touchdown on the year.
Do that bench press.
Raiders are able to
Do
run
that bench press.
in this first half.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use it. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Take it to the crowd. Take it to the crowd. In that black hole.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. To be honest, it's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. He's had a pretty miserable first half. The pick 6 a moment ago. The second one he's thrown. And we're not to halftime yet. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves...
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jameson Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders extend their lead yet again.
Man, that was pretty.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Hurts being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
Three completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A beautiful fake.
Oh.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Cheesy movies. Give me time this one. I have to remember when you the second return touchdown to begin.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green like that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking it.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Over.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Nothing.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts, and it's hauled it, and now a fumble.
That's a fumble.
The ball's out, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That's a fumble.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Let that tight end get in on it. Let the tight end get some.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half.
Somebody's getting fired.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Hurts throw here into the hands of Moore. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Raiders have got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. That's taken on the 25. Oh, he shifts past him. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Going play action. Ritter. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not running to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
You pussies.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We get started in the AFC. A couple of Midwestern teams doing battle. Kansas City and Cincinnati. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home
at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Kyler Murray leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Man. It hurts.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So the LA offense ready for this next possession. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do, to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that one off the... Incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter, I don't know that it's going to... standpoint, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Madden23. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
We're hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The extra point by McPherson up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we see James, he will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how to...
There's my mouse. Weird. I gotta pee again. Oh, that hurt.
Game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts, and that is incomplete here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
No, my passing yards. Another 50, okay.
The Raiders football 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Ritter on 1st and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going when they got play.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And
he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Isaiah Spiller for the 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dayo Odeyingbo. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move to the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dayo Odeyingbo drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points, down by 4 touchdowns, haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort They've been excellent from start to finish.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taking it around the 40. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were...
What would we pass? Okay, no. Still gotta get a little more fast.
The gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's short, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So,
get it? Oh, wow. No, I'm nowhere near it.
The 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give, this is Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL teams, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. Offense has put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Higgins getting a catch.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. You tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag is, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, just waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Surprised you only had 1 point.
Flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gonna need ministers. I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like the seeds dropping. On the dinner work, my thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not in you. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, got ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not in you. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay money to the lid. 800 eat a.
Yeah, alright.
1 year, 45.
This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's finest. Her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the ring, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some lions to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 cut for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't
Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Let's pull back up again.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in streets, out the chain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she goes, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money wet oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a. Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, out the chain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with two, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
I'm the best, did you know? And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, did you know? And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. People the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on his skills. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching like, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and coming through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun a hard like a stunner do it. I'm the best, did you know? And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, did you know? And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I
alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards full of life. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards full of life. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm all so astounded. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
Coming back, receiver.
I do the impossible, impossible.
There. This D-line. Best DBs. Oh, three of us.
I do the impossible, impossible.
Weapons from the Alright, boys and girls. We're going to shut this down. Switch over and play a little Fortnite. Thank you everyone for coming out. Do appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.